games are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Hey Dave.
Well guys, the retirements of Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker mean the start of a new era for the Spurs. Guard Patty Mills said, "We've had great teachers, and now there's a transition. It's about teaching that culture to these new guys. We aren't going to change. Bridging the gap is going to take time. That's where leadership comes in." Kevin?
A proud franchise. Thank you, David. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Aldridge.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So here's Miami's starting group. We've got Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Now here is Pirtle to the paint. Here's Aldridge. And a missed layup. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Here's Hero. And it's White with the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. Here's Murray. Here's Pirtle. Plays it up and banks it in.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds because of his size, but just as important, his timing.
Here's Hero. He had 19 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
Rebounded by the Spurs. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
And, you know, that's a big part of how they attack and win, getting it going from the three-point line, but at the end of the day, it didn't happen.
Now here's White. 9-point game his last outing. To the middle. 9 feet out. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Outside Butler. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Now that's a big-time take by Butler, showing just how tough he is on those physical drives to the rim.
The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Outside DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
Now, here's Adebayo. He had 13 points in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he was also a big factor for them defensively. I think he tallied 4 blocks in the game.
Man, what strength from Butler. Refuses to be tied down or held down. Excellent concentration on the and one.
And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Kind of a quirky personality for Jimmy Butler, more than a little mischief in his sense of fun.
Yeah, but he's always got a method to his madness, and I heard it once said that you have to dare to be great, and to dare to be great, you've got to dare to be different, and Jimmy doesn't mind being different. How about listening to country music, something he started in college at Marquette to annoy his teammates? And then also this, would you do this, Kevin? Give your phone number out at a press conference? Jimmy Butler, daring to be different and daring to be great.
Here's Butler following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Out to the wing. From 7, and Adebayo with the nice bucket inside. Now Murray. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
Now here is Aldridge. They trail by 1. Over Adebayo. Great positioning on the putback.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Pass to Butler. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Misses from close range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Another shot. Murray, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
And the first one drops. Clark, here we are mid-season, and certain teams seem to really change gear and ratchet up the intensity.
Yeah, I agree with you. And some of that is familiarity, understanding who you are and what it takes for you to win, and being healthy is a big part of that. I think teams all over the league go through stretches where they're in a nice groove and rhythm, and there are a lot of variables that play into that.
Things settle down, don't they? Rotations, routines, like you said, all those things important.
Yeah, exactly. Well said.
Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Teardrop shot. Not going to go that time. And the Heat going the other way now. Here's Hero. Nunn passes to Hero. Clock at 6. Outside Butler. Here's the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 1. Here's Murray.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
There's no stopping Pirtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Here's Nunn. Here's Adebayo. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. And for the Spurs, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Murray right side. Passes it to DeRozan. Fires for 3. The shot comes out, and it's Miami the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now here's Butler, coming off a stellar performance against Oklahoma City.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pirtle kicks to White. DeRozan in the corner. Rebound by Butler.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
None, that's good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Murray with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, White takes the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Here's Nunn. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Butler trying to get open as Adebayo, and it's Butler missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Trey Lyles checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Now here's Olynyk. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Oklahoma City. Here's Adebayo. And that one's drained from the low block. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's stolen by Dragic. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The Heat have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
He misses the free throw.
And, you know, guys, the Spurs team dinners, the stuff of legends, just building camaraderie and getting to know one another and being orchestrated with care by head coach Greg Popovich. They enjoyed the finest restaurants and great food and drink, but the fellowship and camaraderie, probably the most important part of those dinner gatherings.
And Clark, the act of getting dinner, sitting down to a meal. As a team, it brings people together.
It really does, guys, and I can't overstate it. When you get a chance to know your teammates off the court, it adds to your ability to play for them on the court. It can't always be just about grind, grind, grind. There has to be some compassion, some caring, some understanding, and sometimes the best places to do that are at restaurants with good food and good drink.
Inside, here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
It's clear that Iguodala loves to dunk. Give him room to take off, and he's going to finish with authority.
Spurs trail by 3. Now here's Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here is Forbes, defended by Crowder. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Bellinelli. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Mills passes to Gay. Here's Forbes. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Here's Dragic, following the bucket by the Spurs. To the wing on the left. And Olynyk kicks to Iguodala. Adebayo passes to Iguodala. That shot off. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Bellinelli against Crowder. The pass to Mills. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Lyles no good. And here are the Heat. They're on an 11-2 run. Dragic gets the bucket.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
1:25 left in the first quarter. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Dragic. Gay scanning before. He's off on that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Outside Dragic. It's stolen by Lyles. Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. 9-point game. And Bellinelli kicks to Mills. Pass to Lyles. They get it back. Rejected by Crowder. And they get it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The drive by Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Nobody near Gay. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll return shortly. You learn about Jimmy Butler. Difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing always got him through.
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Iguodala out there with Dragic. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. Now here's Dragic following the shot by Rudy Gay. Pass to Olynyk. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Over Bellinelli, and Robinson that time on the assist from Olynyk. Robinson's got his first 2 points.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
It's stolen by Dragic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Here's Bellinelli after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Pass to Mills. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Spurs trail by 21.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
San Antonio calls timeout. You look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Lyles. Aldridge comes in for Marco Bellinelli. White, he's checked in for Brent Forbes. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. Knocked away. Pirtle against Dragic. Up and in on the layup. Dragic has got 8 points. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Here's Pirtle after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Back to White. 4 on the clock. To end the drought. It dropped for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And the pass to Robinson. Now Butler. From deep. He can't hit that time.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Well, Clark, underrated athleticism for Derek White. For a 6'4" guard, he can finish above the rim.
And not only that, guys, but he also blocks shots. I mean, coming out of college, he and #1 pick Markelle Fultz, the only players in the Pac-12 that rank top 10 in scoring, assists, and blocks. That's a heck of a triple.
The first one falls. And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state, and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 8. Kicks to Butler. Back to Dragic. Butler on the wing. Shoots over DeRozan. Here's Leonard. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 18. Outside White. Crowder pulls it in. The Heat have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. And that one's good by Butler. Butler's got 9.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Murray. No points in the game yet for him. Here's the teardrop. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Crowder. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Ball's knocked loose. Right side Crowder. Back to Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Clark, there are a lot of factors a free agent puts into selecting the new team that he goes to. Talk about the factors that aren't basketball for these free agents.
Well, I think you could see some of them if you gave it some thought, Kevin. You think about it, market size, nightlife for some guys is important, business opportunities when you think about places like Silicon Valley or New York or Los Angeles, season of life for the individual player in terms of his family and where he might want to reside after he's done playing. So there are a number of different things that contribute to free agents making moves from one team to the next.
Now, did you have family, Clark, when you played your last couple years in the NBA?
We were without children, but it was Rosie and I. We've been married 4 years, and then our family started right after I retired.
First free throw is good.
DeJounte Murray played just one season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford, and as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
No good on the second free throw. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those especially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And so it's San Antonio with it, following the score by Miami. Back to Aldridge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, Marcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of neat to see Aldridge take on more of a leadership role. He's somebody the younger guys can look up to.
Here's none. Outside Leonard. Butler in the corner, 6 to shoot. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Butler's got 11 points.
The well put together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. He kicks it to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Aldridge. Over Butler. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's Hero. White covering. Crowder against Aldridge. Here's Butler, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Miami leading by 18. Here's none. Outside Butler, wide open. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Butler with the steal. Pass to Crowder. And stolen by Aldridge. And here is Murray. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Murray. 9 points for Aldridge.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range, here's Crowder. Here's Hero. Hits it from three-point range. Heroes got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Murray. With the floater. It's hauled in by the Heat. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the first game of 5 straight at home.
And I love watching Jimmy Butler play. This guy is just fun to watch. I mean, he's a tremendous dunker, strong physical body, and he knows how to throw it down.
Now here's Murray. Outside DeRozan. Passes it to Aldridge. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Murray. Hero passes to Leonard. Shoots over Pirtle, and another basket for Miami.
Just playing with poise and confidence, man. They continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Murray. Myers Leonard picking up that last basket. Outside DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, ordinarily quiet by nature, LaMarcus Aldridge has become a more outspoken leader in recent years.
Yeah, and that's a good sign. Sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone for the good of the team. Aldridge is, by nature, a laid-back, quiet guy, and sometimes that can work against the team. But in his case, he realized that he needed to be more vocal and stepped into doing that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. Here's Nunn. Olynyk with it, out to the right wing. Nunn, that's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Spurs trail by 21. Poke loose. There's 1:26 left in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Iguodala. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Heroes got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here is Forbes, following the score by Miami. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
You know, this is the next step in his development. Forbes understanding when to look to score from there.
The pass to Nunn. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he's able to get it back. Olynyk can't hit. Pass to Hero. Lets it fly. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Hero's got 7 points in the game.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Pass to Lyles. Now here's Bellinelli. Passes to DeRozan. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Hero. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Heat have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. The Heat making a switch here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. 1 second left. And so it's the Miami Heat holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, how about that ball movement? That was a true definition of team basketball. All 5 guys moving, all guys rotating, everyone touching the ball, a bunch of assists, tons of easy baskets. It gives everyone on the floor confidence when you're playing like that.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Leonard. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Murray right side. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Back to Murray. Clock at 6. From 13. Here's Aldridge. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Aldridge has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Spurs. Now the pass to Hero. DeRozan against Butler. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Murray outside. DeRozan scanning the floor. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. And Miami the other way now. The kick outside to Butler. Over Aldridge. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Butler's got 15 points.
You know, I keep thinking Butler might pump the brakes and dial it down a bit, but all he does is keep stomping on the accelerator. Gas it up.
Now here's Murray. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Out to DeRozan. From the wing, they get the rebound. Pirtle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Boy, Pirtle is polished in the post. Call him 3P man.
Shooting
polished post.
Pirtle at the line for 2.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He's off on the first.
Boy, the shot repertoire of Jakob Pirtle, mostly 10 feet and in, is his strength. He's an old school big man in every sense of the word, but efficient in what he does.
Good on the second free throw. And Clark at 7 feet tall. Pirtle a wide body in there.
He's live, and he's also no stiff, guys. Pirtle can catch and finish. He's active in defending. Gets off the ground quickly and easily. I like his package as a big guy.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And that's what I like to see from Butler. Going right up with it. No hesitation at all. Ready to shoot as soon as he catches.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Murray surveying the D. Kicks it to White. Pass to Pirtle. Outside DeRozan. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. 3 on the clock. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Tries it from 9. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from DeRozan. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he used it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Butler on the wing. Shoots over DeRozan. Butler, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Pass to Aldridge. Out to DeRozan. Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Murray. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Right side, Leonard. Shoots over Pirtle, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Butler. 6 points for Leonard.
Don't think you're going to get a better look than that, and it's Butler who makes it possible with an excellent feed.
San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Outside, White. Passes it to Pirtle. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. Over Adebayo. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 17 now.
Tonight, Aldridge is doing a little bit of everything at the offensive end, and he's doing it all quite well.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Murray. Butler passes to Nunn. Three-pointer. That one misses. Murray with the defensive effort. Leonard with the steal. Butler. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside DeRozan. Stolen away. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Pirtle. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority.
Spurs shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Aldridge. Tries again. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Robinson kicks to Butler. Now here is Robinson. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for him.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Murray. Wing shot on the way. DeRozan. That's good.
Well, you can see the excitement in DeRozan's eyes when he gets these opportunities. I mean, he's a knockdown threat from there.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Murray. Outside Butler. The pass to Leonard. Over Pirtle. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Can't connect from short range. Leonard's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Derek White played his first 3 years at Division III UC Colorado Springs. This guy ended up being the 29th pick in the 2017 draft out of Colorado. In his lone season with the Buffaloes, he was all Pac-12 first team and all defense.
And that one falls for White. And coming out of high school, White's only scholarship offer was a partial one to Colorado Springs.
And you know what, guys? Sometimes rejection like that can actually fuel you to greater heights. It put a chip on his shoulder. He plays with an edge. He improved, transferred to the Pac-12 for his senior season, and really the rest is history. He's got a promising future as an NBA player in front of him.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Olynyk. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And it's Mills with the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Lyles. He kicks it to White. Down low, here's Mills, and he banks in the layup. Mills has got his first points in this one.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Iguodala outside. Pass to Crowder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Marco Bellinelli picks one up. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder. Greg, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Crowder. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And both free throws good from Crowder. San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. It's stolen by Dragic. Passes it to Iguodala. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Dragic. And that one drops.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Now, here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Here's Adebayo. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And the Spurs with possession here. Knocks it loose. Here's Mills. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. There's the pass to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Gay. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dragic. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 assists in the game. The Spurs shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Feeds to Gay. And that one goes long.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Man, I like the aggressiveness of Iguodala. I mean, remarkable at taking it all the way to the rack.
And the Spurs with possession here. Gay outside. Pass to Forbes. Kicks it to Mills. Spurs working the ball around now. Here is Forbes. The pass to Bellinelli. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Boy, when you see Bellinelli playing with this kind of aggressiveness, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And he makes the first. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Heroes checked in for the Heat. Both free throws good from Bellinelli.
You know, Bellinelli really is an effective role player. He's a veteran sharpshooter with sneaky athleticism and just seems to always be in the right spot.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 10. Pass to Hero. Takes a 3. And Goran Dragic gets the 3. Dragic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And here's Mills for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, always interesting to check out the first-year stars of the NBA, and on that list are the rookies who have been almost automatic from the field this past month. You take a look at Hero, you know what you're going to get from him day in and day out.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And what I like about him is he rarely pulls the trigger unless he has a quality look, an open look. And he's cagey and crafty in how he creates room for himself to get a shot off. Well, I love his offensive presence. A lot of poise he plays that end of the floor with.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's Mills. That one drops for him. Mills has got 6 points.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Now here's Dragic. He's tightly guarded. And there's the feed to Crowder. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Jay Crowder. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Crowder. And both free throws good from Crowder. 1:02 left here in the third quarter. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Dragic. The 11-footer. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good by Gay.
Boy, Gay doing a nice job to corral that rebound. A sneaky good play there. He corralled it and finished it.
Pass to Hero. And here is Iguodala. 10 points for him. Outside Dragic. Back to Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Hero's got 14.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Gabe. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Passes to Mills. Lets it go with a three. Here's Lyles. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Miami with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Solomon Hill is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Oh, what a play!
Oh, my goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Here's Mills. That shot off, and it's Miami the other way. Outside Dragic. Outside Hill. Clark, there are strong divisions and there are weak divisions. The NBA might be considering removing divisions altogether and having only two conferences. What do you think?
You know, that's interesting. I like the divisions because that's what we've been accustomed to, but just having straight conferences, I wouldn't see much harm in that. You'd adjust the schedule accordingly in terms of how many games you play within the conference and how many times each opponent, but I think that could work.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. San Antonio making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Both free throws good from Hill. And for the Spurs, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Now the pass to Samanic. He kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Lyles. And it's in there.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Hill. Here's Bellinelli. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Dragic with it. Outside, Jones. Here's Okpala. Bellinelli is covering. Great open look there. 15 points for Goran Dragic.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
San Antonio making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Heat also with a sub. Robinson's checked in for Goran Dragic. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Forbes the pass to Lyles. And that one hits back iron.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Jones kicks to Olynyk, shoots over Walker. Olynyk can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Walker with a clean look from out on the wing. He knocks it down.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Olynyk. It's good from about 19 feet. Here is Forbes. Clark, when you think of athleticism specific, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Okpala. Passes it to Hill. The three. Rebounded by the Spurs. The pass to Samanic. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Okpala. Kicks to Jones. Pass to Olynyk. Shot clock at 6. Misses the 3. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. Pass to Forbes. Olynyk with the steal. Robinson down low. Olynyk finds Robinson. Fires the 3. Got a piece of it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Heat ball.
And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for the matchup with the Suns, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how...
Yeah!
Sullivan Hill.
Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Johnson against Robinson. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Here's Okpala. Outside Hill. Pass to Robinson. For the 3. Walker with some nice D. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Robinson pulls it in. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. To the paint and stolen by Aldridge. Here is Forbes, and there's the pass to Samanic. The turnaround jumper misses off the right iron. Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Hill. San Antonio with the rebound. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And here's Walker outside. No good on the shot. The Heat shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Hill with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Okpala, the pass to Robinson. Here's Hill. He's guarded by Johnson. They get a hand on it. Dishes it to Walker. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Miami ball.
Pirtle, he is checked in for the Spurs. Heat shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Robinson passes to Okpala. And here is Hill. In the corner, it's Robinson. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The Spurs shooting at 42% in this final quarter. And another turnover here by San Antonio.
Heat ball.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Robinson.
Goran Dragic.
Miami with the ball. Outside, Jones. Pass to Okpala. Dragic left side. No good that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Here's Walker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Okpala, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Johnson up top. He's guarded by Hill, and the shot is good from Johnson.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Okpala. Here's Olynyk from downtown. That one's not going to go.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Dragic, and he makes good on the layup.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here is Forbes. Hey, Clark, the NBA moved the presentation of the MVP award to after the conclusion of the finals. Do you like that?
Yes and no. I think you have 2 separate awards. You could have a playoff MVP or a finals MVP, which we have. And then you have a regular season MVP. The MVP is for the body of work done during the regular season. So I think there should be a clear separation between the two, quite honestly. So, no, I don't like it.
At least you're honest, Clark. Dragic looking it over. Here's Hill, and the Heat get another bucket right there. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Mills, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
Patty Mills.
Goes up off the inbound and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
At the line for your Spurs, Johnson. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. 1:44 left in the fourth. Walker looking for an opening. Over to the left wing. They grab their own miss. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Goran Dragic.
Second personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Lonnie Walker. 2 shots.
Two.
First one falls for him. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tours. Hill, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Passes it to Samanic. No good on the triple. And here are the Heat. There's 39 seconds left in the game. And the pass to Olynyk. Here's Okpala. 6 on the shot clock. Walker with the rebound. Here's Johnson, and it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
And Miami can just let the clock run down here. Now, here's Dragic, covered by Mills. Outside Dragic. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, so I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.